Oversight is basically just the clockwork, right? You need hook into some crazy arrow follow-up, which isn't that reliable. I agree with that. It's kind of rough. When it comes to Ant, you have Centaur Stomp, you have Cookie, you have Ember with the chains. It's a little bit easier. Plus, you get silence on the traps later on versus the Zeus. You can get on top of him easily. I'm not sure. Like, there are some nice things on both sides. I feel that Lycan and Bloodseeker can really run over them in this game if they're a little bit ahead. Yeah, it can happen. Which doesn't mean that
really down to like the laning stage, basically. How far ahead can they pull off? Because they can just shut down another NA team before they get to play that TA power spike timing. And I think I can foresee one thing. I was about to say that these supports on the Ant's side are going to die a lot, and they've already given away first blood. I just feel like this Undying and Snapfire are going to get run over multiple times this game, and that could be a potential path to victory for the side of Oversight. Farm yourself from the supports, prevent them from actually playing the game, and then Ember and TA, all they can do is just disengage, defensive stampede, disengage, defensive stampede. Like, that's the thing that if they lose their supports right away at the start, I don't think their cores have enough presence in team fights to actually just stick around and do what they do best. So the Rupture is a real threat. The Silence and the Hookshot combination, like Blood Riot and Hookshot, is a really big threat that they can't underestimate.
Yeah, we'll see. I really like your way of thinking. Disengage, run away, disengage, stampede, disengage. If Lycan has a good lane, like if they make sure that he has a decent time, like if Atoof, who is my favorite player on this team, God bless Atoof, if he manages to creep skip against the Undying well, and if Cry, because of that, gets a lot of levels and farm, Lycan just wins this game. I feel like there is control for him, but
there is
not enough early enough, you know. And Atoof already with 3 creeps connecting behind the tower. Well done, Atoof.
Yep. Important moves. In bottom lane, there was almost a kill onto the Clockwork. That was a level 1 attempt on another NA team, but they got exactly what they wanted, Scatterblast and the Hoof Stomp. Clockwork took a lot of damage. Their Dead Zone had to kind of disengage for a bit to regenerate. And feeling he is keeping up the pressure onto Cry. They're basically just going to sit around, both of them. The other guy spamming Decay, trying to throw in a couple extra punches while the Lycan doesn't have his regeneration up yet. It's not a massive amount of HP regen, but it is something.
You hit him with the decays, he heals up from the tower and tangos even faster. That's the...
What can you do?
I love your what can you do. I think I infected you with this what can you do. I was saying it and now you're saying it a lot as well.
Oh yeah, you and Mike both. Like
what can you do?
Mike even has his voice line in the game. Is what can you do?
Is it really? Damn! Like
it is. What can you do?
I need to buy that. I'm gonna buy that. Chat, you know what you must do.
Support Mr. Mike.
What can you do?
But it has kind of. I think you've been using it more than he has. You know? So,
you know, sometimes in life you just feel like that. That's Lycan top lane is dropping down. Oh, what can you do? At least you got the tombstone.
You got something out of that trade, but yeah, he's going to be out for the count.
Sometimes in life, you know, it's just it's just the way it is. It's like, what can you do? You just go around. This Mirana, he's trying to creep skip, but it's not going to work. Maybe he will because of the wolf. He gets 3 creeps.
Some of the biggest questions in life, like what can you do, or can I actually do something about this? But most of the time, at least in Dota, it just feels like, there's nothing I can do here.
This Clockwork on the bottom lane is what, level 2, doing all right. What's their carry? I'm just feeling time here until I look at the CS. 12 CS on Bloodseeker, 12 on Centaur. So Centaur with Snap doing. I mean, look, this lane, he's maxing Double Edge and Hoof Stomp. Bloodseeker,
no retaliate.
They can. No retaliate, but they can blow them up. So you have to be careful. If you're clocking Bloodseeker, you know, if you get a bit lower, they can kill you.
The snap combo in itself is already, I think, a bit over 200 damage on point blank range with Scatter Blast
200
combined with the
damage.
fires. And then you throw the right clicks in. Then you have Centaur following over the Hoof Stomp. You're going to get another right click off of Snap. You've got Double Edge. That's an easy 500-600 damage with just one combo. So
That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage.
Mirana, that's a lot of damage. Tombstone, Tombstone, Tombstone. There we go,
Tombstone
Tombstone.
down. Vision.
Too late. Tombstone
Ooh,
late.
no zombies.
He's got the K. He's got the K. He's got him.
Yeah, but it doesn't do any damage. It's just 0 damage.
Arrow.
You're gonna steal strength, but that Mirana's gonna be 1 HP.
He could TP here. Yeah.
Oh!
Juked.
Bottom lane, though, they got Skyward out of the way. Dead zone. He's got 2 heroes inside the cogs, but it's the ones you don't want there. There's another double edge. And there exactly we see the power of the combination. These both, the Bloodseeker and the Clockwork, just sitting at less than 20% HP, not having a great time. And they're going to go again. They got the stun combo. Got him double kill for Rush.
And Zeus even came over. He was like, yeah, I'm going to help with my level 5.5. He rotates in and then TP's back. That's the biggest feels bad man ever.
What can you do?
What can you? Zeus, shrug emoji, what can you do, you know? It is what it is.
That's another good one, too. 3-1 for another NA team. Buying some time for TA to get a good laning stage start. Already found 1 kill. Now your bottom lane's going well. Zeus spent time rotating. Ember's getting up and farm. Laning stage is going great for another NA team.
It really is. But it always does on that offlane. They always do well. Ember is 6 though. This Zeus might fall too. He's got almost 6, but it won't matter if Snap and Ember go straight away.
They're going in. Yep.
Yeah.
There's the chains. Cookie's available. Heavenly Jump can't quite
Arrow?
use it effectively. Able to get there, but the arrow, the tower's going to take down the Warden, but they will lose the Zeus nevertheless. And Feeling coming in with a haste rune. Last time Mirana got away. Are you going to get away again? Look at this, I'm dying.
He's got 2 leaps.
Max movement speed on top of the Mirana.
He's fine.
Gonna force out that. Okay, won't force out the second leap. Like, that would have been a 80-second cooldown right away. But RRL finding with Clockwork. Oh, get this kill. Takes a couple tower hits.
The most important thing for Ant so far in this whole game is
Arrow!
Ooh, yeah, that was close. Go get healed, Clock. Run to the bottle. What are you doing, man?
Might die.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I see it. It's 15 seconds earlier, I see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm a prophet. It's just
It
obvious.
just happens, you know?
It's obvious. I'm looking at him and I'm thinking he's gonna fall back, so Zeus heals him. That's why he's sticking around, but he never does. Man, like
Pain.
pain indeed. It doesn't matter. For Ant, right now, the most
Rotating bottom now.
cogs.
Trying to take a fight to the Centaur, but here comes the Warden. That's unrealized.
Vanguard, man. He's got Vanguard, like, you're not killing him.
You are definitely not killing him. And he's got double rings for the extra armor.
Top lane, they're trying something on TA, but this TA is a beast as well. Like, you're not going to... Okay. Oversight, they need to figure something out. They need to make a move together with Zeus or something like that. They need more heroes. From this point onwards, I think your lanes are really rough. And the way these heroes work, you're not getting kills without numerical advantage. You need to rotate in both the Clockwork and the Mirana at the same lane. And
you need to get this. You need to get this Bloodseeker online. You need to keep Zeus on top of the. When you're about to drown, on top of the surface. Yeah, you want to make sure this Zeus is not drowned. He's still got a game. He's still got a game.
The 4 heroes of Oversight are basically Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
Yeah, we got more Leonardos here.
Bottom lane. Skyward.
Oh yeah, that's a different type of love story that's happening in bottom. Oh, they got the arrow coming in as well. Cookie stun onto 2. Skyward still fighting all the way to the end. But yeah, it's still a Vanguard Centaur. You have to battle. Feeling is coming in. Tombstone is placed down. Stampede coming out, and they will get the fight. Zeus is dead.
Oh. God.
And Ember 2. Oh, almost catching the Bloodseeker in the trees. Close. What can you do? Well, I mean, in this case, the thing you could have done is not be in melee with Zeus.
Yeah, I don't know why he went in so close. Look, Bloodseeker survived his mid, he's farming, and Lycan did finish his Helm of Dominator. Once Lycan finishes his Helm of Dominator, everyone knows the lane and what happened in it is history. It doesn't matter any longer, he still takes over the game. But this is one big TA, like Dragonlance and Power Threads. What did you do on this lane? Holy...
Beautiful, beautiful timing coming out, yeah, for sure.
5k net worth, 10 minutes in. Pretty solid.
That's the type of net worth you usually have on your Kunkka, right? Like 10k, or 10, 5 minutes at 10, oh my god, 5k at 10 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're fighting in top, or trying at least. Rotation coming in. It's going to be a 4v2, but there is an Ember strolling, caught under the ward. And our clock goes in, but they see the Ember coming in too, and they already know he's dead. But Cry, can they get something out of this? Arrow onto the TA inside the cogs. Does this place down as well. This is their chance to take down Arceus, and they will get the TA kill.
Very nice. Any more kills? Ember.
Lycan already down. That's a shapeshift also gone skyward. Sheepstick fan trying to take the fight to RRL.
Do you really want to take
running
this fight?
low on mana. Odyssey comes out. He's low on mana. He can't get out. He can't get out actually, but the Stampede. Well placed by Ush.
Yeah. 5-0-1 on the Ember, but they did lose the TA. Eventually, I do think that Oversight have a really strong mid-game potential. If they manage to max out the Lycan for that, if he gets like an Overlord and you take a couple of towers. The tier 1 tower on top lane took 0 damage so far. And you're playing the Lycan. That's unacceptable at this point.
And now Bloodseeker in trouble in the top lane. Everybody left skyward all by himself, and he's dead. It's gonna be alright, training a couple hits with December Spirit, but nevertheless, another NA team, they're getting away. It's a 5k lead now. You gotta bring that to somewhat of a halt, or at least start mounting some kind of a, you know, gotta start, I don't know, do you start selling your stonks?
Short them. The Warden ready with Mortimer's Kisses, but there's a hidden arrow man in the trees.
Solid
connect.
attempt.
Yeah, it doesn't connect. Do you think that Crimson on Centaur was necessary? I guess you're playing versus Lycan, right? So you're getting full Crimson straight away.
I mean, Crimson is, again, one of those items that I don't feel like it's been built enough. I think it's like one good buff away from being, again, super viable.
Clockwork?
I don't think you necessarily needed to build it, but I guess this is like, we just want to have it in our team. Like another aura doesn't really hurt. I was about to say the majority of damage on Oversight is physical, but they do have a bunch of magical with the Zeus and the Morana and the Clockwork. But Warden, Arrow will connect, and that will also break the Mortimer's Kisses. Cookie out from the cogs. Feeling is dropping low. Zeus ulti dropped as well, and Ush, he can't blink in. He was about to blink in for the stun. He's still going to get a second opportunity. Gonna have to Stampede in. They're going to take down Dead Zone, but they will lose RRL. That Zeus ulti really messed up with this Centaur, and then he got hit by a random Arc Lightning proc, so he couldn't get in closer, and he's gonna go down on Ush as well. Oversight. That's exactly what they needed.
Clean up.
Maybe get the Warden.
Yeah,
Hey.
only the TA lives. She has DD and she's coming in. The DD is gonna run out. Right?
Yeah, it's gonna run out.
It's gonna run out, so you can't even fight this. So this is something that I was worried about for Ant. But realistically, they just messed up their spells. They didn't really play that fight well. Undying was already on 50% HP. You popped the Mortimer's Kisses, but you missed the chains on Lycan. Like, a lot of things could have went much, much better for them.
Yeah, it could have been closer.
But that fight in particular makes me think that Centaur should have a hood at this point. Maybe even a hood.
Yeah.
Maybe even a hood over a Vanguard first. Like,
I mean, you could have been able to blink if you popped it there, because that could have really changed the thing. You could have got a 2-man stun. Ember might have potentially survived thanks to that, but instead, he had his blink canceled twice. He's still sitting in the trees, and then he just pops Stampede to run into the fight. So, cost him a lot of time to get in. But TA does have Desolator, continues to farm. Smoke up towards the top lane. Skyward is the target.
no Stampede.
Can they do it, though?
No Stampede.
15 seconds.
No Mortimer's
Glyph.
Kisses. Yeah. No Glyph.
Zone down. One zombie spawned.
Ember is coming.
Too far away. Okay, Ember could actually close this one out. There we go. The blink stun onto the Seeker, ain't going anywhere. Arrow connecting onto the Undying, and the Ember walks in to get some extra damage. But Feeling gets the kill. Dead Zone actually gets the hook shot to connect also onto the Ember Spirit.
They're just buying
Gets
time.
pushed by the Cogs.
Five seconds.
Also 3 seconds for Shapeshift. Yep, and Stampede is up. At least they will be able to disengage for a bit. And Mortimer's Kisses burns down the Clockwork. Atoop getting slowed down by zombies, and here comes the Shapeshift. Time to deal
Ember
with
arrowed.
the Zoo. They're
Ember
gonna
dead.
lose the Marana though. Oh, they got the Ember, and he's gonna go down Odyssey. Does he get the TP cancel out? No. Lightning Bolt just came off cooldown as he TPs away.
Yeah, nicely done by Clock. Sometimes a hook like that looks very, very bad. Like you were just going in to feed, but he knew that he was buying enough time for the Lycan. Obviously, they're communicating well at this point. Clockwork TPing into the TA. Up.
Whoppa.
One more.
2, 3.
Nice. Up, and nope. TA does not get the kill. I
Close attempt.
have to say I feel for Clock. He managed to survive after a nice play on top.
There's also a Zeus coming in. Marana ult is about to run out. He does have an Invis in the bottle. Feeling ready to place down a tombstone on the cliff if they were to show up. Just a sentry scouting out for vision. Nothing there. It's an interesting ward location. It's going to run out here, but it's on the edge of the cliff here. I'm showing this bottom half, the entrance to the triangle. It's going to expire now. Don't get to see that ward too often. Why is that?
It's not that popular. Like, there's a meta with wards, I feel like, constantly. Don't you think so? Like, there's a meta with wards in which if you get a certain type of wards, you plant them a lot, then everyone starts anticipating them and dewarding them, then you have to figure out something new, and it's just like a cycle of warding. It's never ending. Clockwork, hookshot.
Beautiful stun combos, still arrowed up. Feeling can do. We'll drop down the Seats of Serenity, but that's not doing any damage. Artemis Kisses takes down the Clockwork. We've seen this one before, and the Warden, he's got a Zoo around him. They're targeting the Centaur. Centaur taking a decent amount of damage. The Overlord Helmet doing a lot of work, but RL goes down. They did use the Rupture on him. And Cry hunts down the Warden. He can't run away from the Zoo. Yeah, that's a perfect timing for Cry to show up with that ready Helm of the Overlord. Gets 2 kills with it, and the mid tower. Lift up at least, so they will buy some time. Link Deso up on the Templar. Looking for Odyssey.
That's the problem.
No survival this time. Straight to Roche.
They go straight into the pit. Ash, together with the TA, more than enough damage. With the
Oh, the
Deso.
double Mel Strike.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, a lot of minus armor. They don't have a little shredder, unfortunately, but it still feels good enough. However, can Oversight do anything about this? What do you think? I don't think so.
Like an arrow Roche.
Go Mirana,
Atouf
go Mirana,
for the
you.
steal. Mirana for the steal.
Mirana,
Leap
the
in
beast.
just a matter of seconds. Oh, he goes in. 100 HP Roshan. No.
Just disappears.
Argus will get it.
Yeah.
It will trade off Feeling in the bot lane at the same time. But there's a ruptured Ember Spirit is about to get taken down by Skyward. Oh, Ush. Oh, he didn't have stun available. He had to use it in the Roche pit against the Marana. So they do get the Ember kill with it.
Okay, they lose the Ember, they get the Roche. It's like some trade, right? It's not bad for them. Not that great as well.
Yeah.
But it was super important that the TA gets.
Lycan. A hell of a beating here with this Templar, but the Cogs in between buys some time. Dead Zone though.
That zone really,
He was-
really trying his best, you know, to help them out. Mirana.
That is the classic, you know. Oh,
Arrow.
to the Zeus again. Arrow dodged this time.
The mech.
Oh, the mech. The mech heal is enough.
Dude, he got wrecked so hard by the two of
man.
them. First,
Literally max
Yeah,
cast range mech there.
yeah, he attacked the Mirana. Then he was like, "Yeah, why would I kill Mirana when I can kill the Zeus?" Goes on Zeus, and what should almost always be a kill gets denied by the good mech usage. Atouf, again, this man
You love this guy.
I don't know why. I just love Atuf. I just love the nickname. I love the plays. Like, he's had some good Monkey King plays. I remember in the last series that we watched, he's making NA more interesting, definitely.
We.
Yeah. So we reached this place in which Clockwork might die. Let's see. Undying running in. Okay.
Wolves are being a bit pesky here.
Wolves
Oversight.
out.
Have to play defensive. They will lose that top tower. All the TAs just splitting bottom, holding on to 2,000 gold right now. Are we looking
Arrow.
at...
Insta the
we
kill.
are looking at feeling dead. Okay. About this TA, BKB or something else?
You could greed out for something else because you have the ages, but I think BKB is solid. He already has the shard.
They found the Seeker. Huge kill going for another NA team.
He has the shard already, so...
He has the shard.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
What are these skirmishes? There's like the third separate fight that's happening. Ember trying to get a kill onto Atuf. Atuf will dodge. Ash goes for the blink and stun, and this will lead into the death of a dead zone. Cry. He pops a shapeshift, so they forced out an ult, and they don't even. The fight's already over.
Yeah, the ult from Lycan was used maybe a little bit unnecessarily. There's nothing to gain from that. He is pushing top with his pesky Zoo, so that's happening. But meanwhile, TA already took more than half of your bottom towers, so bottom tier 2, that is a lot of damage dealt there. And he's not going for BKB, he's just going straight damage. I mean, BKB versus Rupture can be a bit difficult, plus they have a lot of physical damage against you. There isn't, like, this game, when you think about it, versus Zeus... Yeah, he's dead. Versus Zeus, the BKB is okay, right? But you already have refractions versus him. And then...
Did you... Sorry to interrupt. Did you see that kill TA got against
on
the Clockwork?
cogs? Was it?
Yeah, on the cogs. That's so, like, frustrating. You're using your best tool to zone your opponent only to die to them.
But wait, I need to though ask, are you sure it was the cogs side blades, or was it specialist array that hit him? Because I'm not...
Could it have been a specialist array?
Yeah,
I
because
I saw a deny mark for some weird reason, but he did die at the same time.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no idea. But it did look like it could have been a side blade spill.
Someone from the chat will tell us, I'm sure, that we were wrong in both times, and it was actually an arrow from something. I don't know. Centaur killed him. Whatever. In any case, in any case, TA right now feeling really damn strong. The Sage is...
I mean, look at that net worth. Just look at that net worth. How massive that is for TA.
Yeah.
Holy, how much is that? That's 750 GPM right now,
Lycan?
22 minutes. Very, very solid. And they find the Lycan in the top lane with the chains. It's gonna lead Cry down, and looks like the Dragon might be falling too.
And the tips. My god. There's some NA salt in this game. What's happening?
I think we need more.
We need more, definitely, but we're not in a deficit. We're getting enough at this point. But more is the more the merrier, for sure.
Yeah, we're being sated for now.
The BKB will be completed on Bloodseeker, and once you get it, which is now, you really have to make a move. Like, you have everything. You need to perhaps Mirana ulti plus smoke as soon as Lycan is up. Go and try to make a play. You've fallen 10k behind 20 minutes in.
Alright, they just dropped the ward right here in the middle lane in front of the tier 2 tower. It's just outside of range of a sentry, 2 sentries even.
Yeah, there we go. Smoke
Accurate. So they've got good vision there, but the smoke is coming out from the base. Oversight. You need to get that cliff vision, and they do.
They CTA. They see everything.
Who takes who? Osh gets the stun out first. Zeus is the target. Zeus already taking a hell of a lot of damage. Ember jumping in and making sure they're going to find one kill, but the second battle is onto the TA. Arceus is down. Skyward uses BKB to ensure that kill. Warden using the Mortimer's Kisses with combination of the chains, and Ush will get the blink stun on top of the Lycan. And that's a 3-for-1. You lost your big tower hitter, but you lost the fight on Oversight.
They're getting on top of Zeus a little bit too easily. That's one thing that I would say, maybe, from all these fights. Everything else, like they committed on the TA, they planted the ward, they smoked up, they went into the right area. It's all fine. I'm not flaming the Zeus per se because they're quite far behind. Like 10k behind at this point. They just have all the items. There are 4 staffs, there are like blink daggers. It's not that easy to be in the right position. Plus he got silenced by the trap momentarily. It's not an easy game for Oversight. I still think the play that they made was correct.
Yeah, slowed and silenced, and the fact that you get chained up, you cannot use Heavenly Jump. You're just going to jump upwards and down. You're not going anywhere forward. Atuf is in the bug spot, but you will be able to get back on the move, but there's the chains from RRL. This time, this mechanism will not be enough to heal him.
And the tombstone dropped, just in case.
Gotta make sure. It is Atuf, after all. Don't make too many mistakes. Oh, they find Ush. Ooh, close to getting the Rupture. Might actually get a second chance to cast that Rupture.
Yeah, but TA is now there. Now you're the one running.
Stampy coming in as well. 1, 2, 3 for RGS to take down Dead Zone. Skyward still on the run, slowed by the trap, silenced up as well. Ush, 1 second for Blink. Can he get the stun out? Yes, he... No, he can't. BKB will be used. That is the 8-second BKB to disengage.
It's still a win.
Instead of, you know, the disengage defensive stampede, it is actually offensive stampede and Blink it.
It's still a win. They were preparing, I think, to go on the TA mid, but Centaur just was in the way. And then instead of them going on the TA, which was not really alone, they have to run away from the stampede sent.
You still have this mid ward in front of the base because it's not scouted out by the sentries. Warden also has a very interesting ward actually here too. I'm loving the ward placements this game. Like, these are really cool.
Yeah, but that one will be dewarded. It's in vision of the sentry.
No, it's not. It's outside.
Is it?
They find the mid ward.
Ah, this is an observer ward there. Okay, never mind. It's an observer ward called sentry ward and a sentry ward called sentry ward. Yes. They didn't find it. Yeah. I always get debated by.
Yep, I think I said the same thing the last cast. It's like
they're not the only team with this. There's a couple of other ones that have the same tricks.
Yeah. It's the pop strat these days. Hindsight 2022.
Smoke up. That's zoned in position. Cogs. No.
Oof is dead meanwhile. Argus just found a freebie for himself and sipes down the second support as well. And another NA team on the chase. They find Cry. The stun connects from Ush. Mortimer's kisses. The mortar barrage right on top. Burns the wolves and the fur. Gotta be careful. Doesn't want to get sniped by this Templar assassin again.
Yeah. The way I see this game is only way for Oversight to fight is every time they're up, they have their spells. They just pop everything and go on TA. Because she didn't have a BKB. Now she has a Nags as well, so a bit more elusive, but still. I think that was maybe a possibility, but not anymore. They're just so damn big.
You also want to know what's big?
What? I really do, please. TA's net worth? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. What did you mean?
Oh, what can it do?
Aghanim, Dragonlance, Blink, Dazzle, Daedalus.
Huge.
That's a huge TA.
Considering about going in an arrow, connecting onto the Ember, Rupture. Can they get the TA out? Oh, beautiful body block from RL, but it's not going to be enough.
Here comes the
Still going to lose the Templar and Bloodseeker just going, wreaking havoc in the front. Very low HP Clockwork Cookie never connects because he's inside a side of. At the same time, Ush is going to go for the blink stun onto Cry, trying to hold them into place. Clockwork getting healed up in the mechanism. They take down the Warden. They're going to take down Ush. They're going to lose a lot of heroes for this. But can the Ember get a single kill? Feeling he's already back in action too. Trying to help out his buddy. Throwing out some more slates. The Tooth is going to finish off the tombstone while stuck on the cliff. RRL, one more remnant jump. No, sir. Skyward with the triple. They hold the high ground. Huge defense for the Oversight.
Yeah, they did lose the lane of Raxes, but they should straight go into the pit. This is a problem with the TA without a BKB. I don't know what's up with this Ags. Like the Daedalus before the BKB, sure, you had Aegis. But this Ags is like, they're still 12k ahead. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but this whole team fight could have been prevented, losing this team fight, if you had the BKB on TA.
You could throw Mortimer's Kisses into the pit and get vision, but feeling, can he get in? No, he can't. He has to take the long route in. Oh, it's so much damage. Bloodseeker might just die. Skyward is down. Stampede used as well, but they're trying to get close enough to the fight. Roshan low, Warden comes in. Ush comes in, hook shot, and the Age is snatched by the Warden. Cry won't get it. Cry will get an axe to the face from Ush. And Oversight.
And he gets
they made the one play. They made the one play they could do, but they couldn't follow through.
The Warden gets the Aegis, he gets the shard, and he kills the big Ancient from Lycan, netting another 250 gold.
And you got the Bloodseeker kill.
That was terrible for Oversight. They definitely could have taken that rush if they were just a little bit more careful. You could always, with Clockwork, scout out the Snapfire, perhaps break it, instead of standing somewhere around.
Look at that. Beautiful damage. No magic resistance. You've only got the mechanism to help you out, and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Unfortunate for Oversight. They just when it felt like, just when you feel that they've got the game back again a little bit, that happens. And now again, TA switching from BKB into a Swift Link. He's like, I ain't buying no BKB this game, man. I don't care.
Man.
He gets ruptured again.
Oh, going into the backline, finding Odyssey, and the Zeus just gets deleted. Doesn't even get to play the game. Beautiful catch there. But Oversight, things are coming apart.
Yep.
Couple fountain hits onto RRL, gets another chain. This guy is just doing everything for the team, basically, on this Ember Spirit, and they will pay the ultimate price for it, too. Skyward lives. It wasn't even a crit that the TA landed into the fountain, but the regeneration is too much. They have to back out this time. They're not sticking around to see what happens. Clearing out the scouting wolves and getting away from the base.
Yep.
Zeus did buyback.
TA used the Aghanims, by the way, psionic projection to get away from the rupture. So that's his plan. Every time he gets ruptured, he just TPs out with psionic projection.
Sounds like some kind of
Jedi mind trick.
Sci-fi movie or something.
Yeah. A tooth.
A tooth indeed. Can they get this T8? He's ruptured up. Now she can just stand her ground, basically, and is going to do exactly so, yeah. No fear in the world at this point.
Yep.
No cares, no worries.
They have two buybacks, but this is basically either Megas or Throne. Yeah.
I think this is just GG at this point.
Pretty much.
Another NA team. They that early laning stage victory really put them so far ahead this game, but a couple of good fights from Oversight.
This game really felt like a pub. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I love my NA boys. The games can be a lot of fun. They're not always the best, like, performed games or something like that, but they're competitive, and the teams are usually of similar skill. This time around, I still feel the teams are similar in skill level. It's just that they played it very, very hectically, like a pub from both sides. Popping the ult on Lycan.
Oh, they're trying to take the fight now towards Arceus.
Nice
They look at the connection with the hook shot. Arrow flying in, and they do actually get the stun out, but TA doesn't get to do much here. Now only gets the fight back, and is dropping already low. Skyward will get him out, but it's a very costly price to pay. GG well played comes out. They can no longer hold out. Oversight. They are down for the game.
Caps lock. GG well played.
Well-earned victory. Another NA team, running down that laning stage, enjoying their game, having their...